JJ Ma, beautiful dear ones. So we are speaking about suicidal thoughts that occur after breakups. It is normal to be sad. It is natural to experience these thoughts of sadness, depression after any kind of loss. When you have loved someone or you have been very attached to them and suddenly they are gone, whatever the reason, then there are many dark voices that take the opportunity to pummel you, to beat you up. Oh, so many. I'm sure that you could make a list. In fact, it's quite wise. Go ahead and make a list. Make a list of the different voices. What would you call them? You must give them a name. So, for example, there can be the demon of abandonment, fear of abandonment. There can be the demon of lack of self-worth, lack of self-respect, lack of self-love. There can be the demon of depression. There can be the demon of belittlement. You know, these voices that say, I'm not good enough, or this person left me because of this reason, that reason. There are many lessons in life, and some of them are painful. However, it's interesting to see how everyone walks their path, how everyone travels through the challenges. And it's important for you to always be your own witness. Imagine that you are out here looking at yourself. And if you do that, you will hear your mind. You will hear the voices in your mind that attempt to kill you, that say, life is not worth living. Let me kill myself. You hear people saying, I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. What kind of a thing to say is that? No matter what happens, it's not a reason to say, I want to die. We must always employ the spiritual lessons, the spiritual laws, the golden laws. We must employ them and apply them so that we can keep our spirit strong, no matter how difficult the circumstances. And I know that that's not easy. Beautiful words are beautiful, but when we're in deep pain, in deep confusion, in deep sadness, in deep regret, then it's difficult to hear their beauty. It just sounds like blah, 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 right? It does not pierce. I've personally saved the lives of many people who actually said those words, I want to die, I want to kill myself, I want to die, life is not worth living, after a breakup. And then after that, years later, have you ever seen this, where someone wants to die for someone, and then all of a sudden, years later, now it's a different person, and then a different person. So some people are especially prone to these severe mental breakdowns, emotional breakdowns after a breakup, a romantic breakup. This is a karma. This is a samskara. It is an imprint that the soul is bringing forth from past life experiences that were very similar. And so there is a program. There's a negative program. There's a debilitating program that is always going to act up when the person does feel rejected or feels abandoned. And so it is very important then to take actions to change that programming. And you can take actions. And when I say you, even if it's a loved one, you can take these steps and you can help yourself or someone else. You can do it if they're there in front of you, or you can do it via remote means. Everything that we offer on our website is to save lives. So there's the Rattle, and you've seen, I hope, many videos where I've spoken about the Rattle. So you can rattle over the person's picture, over their petition, a petition that they be strong, that they be courageous, that they begin their new life in a fresh way, that they go on to love life, live life in a big, magnificent, glorious way, for example. Or if it's yourself, same thing, you can rattle around yourself. You can certainly use the protection sprays that we offer on our site also, because these emotions, they are voices in your mind, and those voices, they actually have a physical form. They are programming that are coiled up in the mind, or it's a cord that is corded into your heart or your solar plexus, where the fear is, where this debilitating negative self-image is then running, is circulating within you. All of this is changeable. But you have to have the tools, and you have to use the tools. If it's the spray, as you spray, you are dissolving negative energies that are programming you or programming that person, that are pushing them towards ending their life. I once saved the life of someone, for example, that whenever this happened, when they had a breakup, their head, they actually would lose control over their head. Their neck would suddenly lose its control, and their head would bop around from one side to the other and hang back. It was just very sad to see. But with the prayers that I did over them and the rattling that I did over them, because they were not strong enough to do their own rattling. They weren't going to do it. They were in that deep depression. They only heard one voice, and that was, I want to kill myself. So when it's like this, then you, someone, the shaman, the healer, the parent, the sibling, someone has to do the work for the person to be able to drive away layers of those dark forces, so that the person can now begin to once again feel the light, see the light, feel the self-love, feel the love of the divine, so that they can see the world with brighter glasses. Otherwise, they just see it as dark, and they're hearing that voice scream inside their head, kill yourself, kill yourself. The voice is very intelligent. These dark forces are so intelligent as to how they work through your mind. They say something, and then you hear it, and you think it's you that's thinking that. So they say, for example, I want to kill myself. And then you register that thought, and you hear in your mind, I want to kill myself. And you think it's you, but it's not you. It's a dark force that is plotting, that is stalking you. It is stalking you. How can I weaken this person? How can I diminish the light and the joy and the self-love and the self-respect and self-appreciation in this person? It's stalking you. It's watching you. It's noticing your every move. And like I said, it's plotting. It's plotting to diminish your light and life force. So obviously, we all know it's a serious moment. People can do self-destructive things. They can run their car into a wall. They can hide in their room and separate themselves from the rest of humanity. They can let themselves go. They can stop eating. If they take insulin or other types of medication, they can stop doing that. They can stop communicating. So all of this is dangerous. At the time when they need the support, at the time when they should be reaching out and opening up to love, then instead that dark voice is pushing them to go towards the dark side. What can we do? What else can we do? Very importantly and very simply, you see this rosary I'm wearing? Rosaries are so powerful. That's why we carry them on our site, and we bless them so that the person will want to use them. You take your rosary and you start doing a prayer or a mantra or an affirmation with each one of the beads, just like these beads here. The rosaries have larger beads, and so with each one, you are passing the bead in your hand, and you are repeating Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah. It can be any prayer. Om Jaya Chandi Jaya Jaya, Om Jaya Chandi Jaya Jaya, Om Jaya Chandi Jaya Jaya. Or the mantra we recorded for peace, Om Shanti 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 Hi. And you can pass a bead any way that you want. It doesn't have to, you can pass like this. Om Shanti 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 Hi. You can say, instead of Kali Durga Namo Namah, you can say Kali Durga Namo Namah, Kali Durga Namo Namah. It doesn't matter. What matters is this. What matters is to turn the wheel of goodness, turn the wheel of Dharma. That is what rosaries, prayer beads do. They turn the wheel, they circulate the energy, they crank up the engine of grace to help you lift off and lift up and fly once again when you feel that you have no energy to fly. So there are the prayer beads, there are the mantras. Once when I went through a very big loss that left me very, very sad when I was younger, I prayed to Spirit, oh Spirit, what can I do? I was very depressed at the time, for it was a very big disappointment, very big on many levels. It was a crushing experience. And my spirit guide said, for 30 days, do this mantra, repeat this mantra, Om Namashivaya. And we have recorded that mantra for you. It's available in many versions on the album, on the website. And they said, repeat Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya. And then there was a longer prayer, which was 45-minute long prayer. And they said, now listen to that prayer. Even if you don't do it yourself, but listen to it every day. Do it for 30 days. And you will see that your life will change. And my life did change. It went from what it was before to what it is now. It was my moment of surrendering to the Holy Spirit. My moment of choosing to love myself. My moment of no longer looking for love in someone else. Because really, life is all about the spiritual path. And your life is your spiritual path, and the spiritual path is your life. So all of these beautiful lessons that you need to learn to become a shiny, bright flame of light with no encumberments, with no dark attachments, with no layers of density and layers of ugliness in these ugly thoughts spawned by these ugly dark forces. The day will come when you will be free of all of that. And the way to get there is to spark the flame, spark the flame, spark the flame. Keep company with the teachings of the books that I have written on Shaman's Art Journal, on spiritual protection, energetic defense. Keep company with the mantras, because instead of hearing that dark voice, you've got to hear Om Namashivaya. You've got to hear Om Jaya Chandi Jaya Jaya. You've got to hear the beautiful music and the chorus and the instruments. You've got to lift your heart. And you also need to heal your heart, don't you? And how do we do that? There are remote prayers that are available for you at the site. There are various ways that we've made healing available to you. And there is the mighty Rattle that you see me use in many of the videos, which I use at my altar every day to pray for those that have asked for remote prayers. I also use it to pray for our peace team. I also use it to pray for my family members and all their relations, and for the world, and for Mother Earth and the sacred waters. I use those mighty rattles because their sound is thunderous. And what they do is they crack up the density, they crack up, they break up those dark programs. And it falls away from you like the concrete that it is, so that more light, explosions of light can take place. So whatever you choose, whatever combination of sacred tools from the site, do it. Move, move, move. Do it. Take action, whether it's for yourself or it's a loved one. There is help for you. So much help at the website, because we value every life and we want each of you to live a long, happy, joyful life. We want each of you to be able to attract true love and true friendship, but it begins with self-love and self-respect, self-appreciation. And to feel that, we need to get close to grace. We need to access the grace. We need to be in a relationship, a loving, adoring relationship with the grace. And to do that, we can do some very simple things, like the mantras, like the dance movement, like the healing prayers, like working with your mala, with your prayer beads, working with the rattles. All of this will shift your vibration, because as I've often shared with you. If this is you and you are colliding with your problem is not going to raise its vibration. It's going to stay the same. But you have the power to raise your vibration so that then that problem cannot find you anymore. You see, it's like this. Whereas right now, you are crashing with certain realities, or someone in your life is crashing with those unpleasant and painful realities. And there's lots that you can do about it. So take the steps, the rattle, the mantras. It's a formula. It's a sacred formula that you can utilize for sacred results. Life or death. What a choice. Life or death. Why should we accept death? Why should we accept to lose? We can't win. We should be so determined that no, death is not going to take another soul from this beautiful flowering earth. That whatever that person is going through, be it yourself or someone else, that there will be golden victories for the light. And this can be so when you utilize the sacred tools. Keep company with the light, and the light will keep greater company with you. I say greater because the light is already in you, but it needs to be fanned. You need to also discard those negative karmas and samskaras, and you can. So chop chop, get going, get moving, whether it's yourself or it's someone else. Those voices, those dark voices, have got to go. And that mantra from the mystical protective shield, for example, that we've recorded, it translates to, I order all dark forces here and anywhere on the earth to go to the light and serve the light. So isn't that beautiful? That not only do we get to save this soul, or save our own soul, save our own life, but we also are helping these dark forces to become illumined and to serve the light. What a pleasure, what an honor, what a privilege to serve the light instead of serving evil. So let us understand how these dark forces work, and let us understand how the legions of light work, and let us understand that they want to be with you, and let us understand that you can draw them to you and have them amplify their grace within your life, and let us understand that you can start now. Get started, get going. See you at the website. See you on more videos of YouTube. See you there with the podcasts. See you in all the many vehicles that we've created, the many instruments for sharing the grace that I feel, that I experience, the love and the light with you. Healing, healing, healing. It's available, but you've got to churn it up. The ocean of healing. Churn up this energy so that you can radiate it to others and you can radiate it to yourself. So no one is to have those dark emotions of I want to kill myself. The minute that we hear of someone having those kind of thoughts, we've got to jump in action. Every chapter, as they say, it's so true. Every chapter that closes, a new one opens. Every door that closes, I always say, not only does one door, but I call forth millions and billions and quadrillions of beautiful doors to open up to replace the past. And we can also bless and release the past, and we can do all of that with the mighty rattle, the mighty mantras, and the remote prayers with the support, the beautiful luminous support that is available for us every day. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. If you have any more questions on this subject, let us know. Contact us through the website. Send us an email. Let us know. We'll be happy to do more videos and give more teachings on this vital, vital subject. Shukanata tiola he te yona ha te yona tiola he Hey, hey. Remember that I love you and that I'm always with you. Reach out to me because I am reaching out to you. JJ Ma, JJ Ma, JJ Ma.